decided to transition away from sort of traditional advertising over, I guess, about 3-4 years ago. So in the past, we had been doing mainly print advertising in magazines as a way to reach consumers. And you never really know if people are really paying attention to those ads. Is it reaching the right people? Are they just flipping right by it and not even, really reading through and getting your messages? So 3-4 years ago, we decided to transition more of our marketing spend, advertising spend for consumers over into the social media realm. So based on some consumer research and identifying our target market as millennials, we knew that they're living their life or a component of their life online and through social media. And we also knew that that particular audience need to be a little bit more excited and passionate about peanuts. They, had been familiar with peanuts for years and years and years, and our competition they might be a little bit more excited about. So we needed to give them some new reasons to be excited and ways to be excited and passionate about peanuts. So we created a persona called the Peanut Vendor. And so he was going to be throwing peanuts and peanut butter into relevant conversations online and creating really compelling content on Twitter and Instagram. Peanuts here is the handle for that persona. So that worked really well for us. Starting about 3 years ago, we would create multiple posts, 8 or 10 posts every month, just kind of funny, irreverent. We were able to take a lot of learnings because you get that immediate feedback and know whether your messages are resonating with your target audience when you're on those social media platforms in comparison to just the print advertising campaign. So we were able to take learnings every month and grow and pivot and change. And just over the course of 3 years, social media marketing has changed, and what worked at that time doesn't necessarily work these days. So we've transitioned even more. So now we have taken a step back and are going to be doing kind of mini campaigns on social media through this Peanuts Here handle. So most recently, we identified a trend that had been popular a couple of months ago that got people all up in arms, which was the peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich combination. It was on the Today Show and covered by Huffington Post and Pop Sugar, and people either just loved it or hated it or had never heard of it or had been eating it since they were a kid. So you couldn't help but have an immediate reaction to that. So people felt compelled to share and chime into the conversation. So we, as the National Peanut Board and the experts on all things peanut, decided to dive a little bit deeper into this trend. And so created a series of videos, one that focused on talking to food scientists to really understand the science behind why this combination might actually work, or why some people find it, grossed out by it, even without having tried it. Then we also took a culinary component to it and did a interview with a chef, too, who tried it and then created her own riff on it, where she did a PB and mayo, bacon, and banana sandwich. So that was actually
horrible.
It actually looks really good. I didn't try it,
Really?
but it looks really good.
Oh.
And I don't even eat bacon, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
And then we also had real people, everyday people, try it too, because just to make it a little more relatable. So we created that video series and posted it on the Peanuts Here channels, and put some paid money behind it too, and got a good balance of earned impressions and engagements along with the paid. So it was a good way to keep our product relevant for our target audience.
So did you guys come up with the whole peanut butter mayonnaise sandwich and promote that, or did somebody else just start that and then you guys took it and did more with it, saw it as an opportunity and just took it and ran with it?
It just started kind of on its own. I think somebody must have posted about it, and a news outlet got a hold of it, and it just sort of spread like wildfire.
Isn't that amazing? And if you try to come up with something like that, you probably couldn't.
Right.
I
yeah.
always thought that the Ice Bucket Challenge started with the people
Oh, yeah.
at the charity.
Uh-huh.
And it absolutely didn't. And if they had started it, who knows if we'd ever heard of it.
Right,
Sometimes it
yeah.
is all about people want somebody who's just organic or
Mm-hmm.
they don't feel like is associated really with the brand.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Diet Coke, and you would put like, what were the
Isn't it
things?
Mentos?
Yes,
Yes.
Mentos in the Diet Coke. I mean, that had to be just huge for Diet Coke,
Yeah.
and for Mentos, but I don't think either one of them ever came up with that, and if they
Right.
had tried it, it probably would not have worked.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it lends a piece of authenticity and credibility to it that you wouldn't necessarily get if it was coming just from the brand.